Dreams of Yith by H.P. Lovecraft and Duane W. Rimel. 1. In distant Yith, past crested, ragged peaks, on far-flung islands, lost to worldly eyes, a shadow from the ancient star void seeks, some being which in caverns shrilly cries a challenge, and the hairy dweller speaks from that deep hole where slimy Sotho lies. But when those night winds crept about the place, they fled, for Sotho had no human face. 2. Beyond the valleys of the sun which lie in misty chaos past the reach of time, and brood beneath the ice as eons fly, long waiting for some brighter, warmer clime, there is a vision as I vainly try to glimpse the madness that must someday climb from age-old tombs in dim dimensions hid, and push all the angles back, unseal the lid. 3. Beside the city that once lived there wound a stream of putrefaction, writhing black, reflecting crumbling spires stuck in the ground, that glow through hovering mist, whence no stray track can lead to those dead gates, where once was found the secret that would bring the dwellers back, and still that pitch-black current eddies by those silver gates of Yith to seabeds dry. 4. Unrounded turrets rising through the vein of cloud-veiled eons that the old ones knew, on tables deeply worn and fingered clean by tentacles that dreamers seldom view in space-hung Yith, on clammy walls obscene that writhe and crumble and are built anew. There is a figure carved, but God, those eyes that sway on fungoid stems at leaden skies. 5. Around the place of ancient, waiting blight, on walls of sheerest opal, rearing high, that move as planets beckon in the night, to faded realms where nothing sane can lie, a deathless guard tramps by in feeble light, emitting to the stars a sobbing cry. But on that path where footsteps should have led, there rolled an eyeless, huge, and bloated head. 6. Amid dim hills that poison mosses blast, far from the lands and seas of our clean earth, dread nightmare shadows dance, obscenely cast by twisted talons of Archaean birth, on rows of slimy pillars, stretching past a demon fane that echoes with mad mirth. And in that realm sane eyes may never see, for black light streams from skies of ebony. 7. On those queer mountains which hold back the horde that lie in waiting in their mouldy graves, who groan and mumble to a hidden lord, still waiting for the time-worn key that saves, there dwells a watcher who can ill afford to let invaders by those hoary caves. But someday, then, may dreamers find the way that leads down elfin-painted paths of gray. 8. And past those unclean spires that ever lean above the windings of unpeopled streets, and far beyond the walls and silver screen that veils the secrets of those dim retreats, a scarlet pathway leads that some have seen in wildest visions that no mortal greets, and down that dimming path in fearful flight queer beings squirm and hasten in the night. 9. High in the ebon skies, on scaly wings, dread, bat-like beasts soar past those towers gray, to peer in greedy longing at the things which sprawl in every twisted passageway. And when their gruesome flight a shadow brings, the dwellers lift dim eyes above the clay. But lidded bulbs close heavily once more. They wait for Sotho to unlatch the door. 10. Now, through the veil of troubled visions deep, is draped to blind me the secret ways leading through blackness to the realm of sleep that haunts me all my jumbled nights and days. I feel the dim path that will let me keep that rendezvous in Yith where Sotho plays. At last I see a glowing turret shine, and I am coming, for the key is mine.